that was a play of the most anticipation on the sideline when it came through over the headset, because everyone knew it was Scott's play, and we had been repping it for a few weeks now, and it was nice for Hank to lay it up for him. He was pretty open, so it was a nice throw for Hank to put it in the old breadbasket for him. And Scott's been a tremendous warrior, and we don't have a ton of depth at his position and how much he plays and how consistent he is. And we're just starting out with those D tackles. We had our best week of practice with the D tackles and the D line, and how we're playing up front with our fundamentals and technique. And we got to just continue to build.
Over the last few weeks, you've pointed out that there's been some learning lessons for your team, and you have to correct those. How do you feel like your team handled adversity today? Because there were some moments that maybe you guys could have capitalized, but it didn't stop you from ultimately going on and securing a comfortable 24-point victory on the road to open conference play.
We're talking about mentality. We're starting to see it. We're starting to see mentality starts with how we respond. That's football. And again, it starts with our week of prep and how we build that through the course of the week, how we build the confidence to play a certain way. And when things don't go right, that we stay in the fight. We understand. We talk about the adjustments that we need to make so that we can, adapt, overcome, and achieve. And the guys did an unbelievable job. I mean, it was a tight game for the majority of the day, and everybody stayed in the fight. And that was exciting to see. We, it starts too, again, with our week of prep and the scout team. I can't say it enough. The scout team did an unbelievable job this week. And our young guys and our freshmen, now that they've been in the program, and, we got off to a slow start with the freshmen, and now they're doing an unbelievable job. And this win, as much as the people that are here, that are on this airplane that came here, this win is attributed to the scout team and the freshmen and how they helped prepare this week.
Andy, congrats. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you guys did a great job of calling a creative game today. I mean, whether it's a Statue of Liberty play or a touchdown pass to a defensive tackle, how much does that creative play calling kind of go into the identity of this program?
I mean, I think it's always been a piece of it. Playing an aggressive style defense that we were today with multiple pressure looks. And, sometimes you got to work to get leverage. You got to, if teams are going to be that aggressive, then we've got to get them mixed up with their eyes, get them going one way and do something going another way. And so we have plenty of players that if we can get them on the perimeter and in the open field that are extremely talented, and getting all those guys their touches, whether, that's obviously Shaq, CT, the running backs on the perimeter, so we've got to just continue to mix it up and get multiple guys the ball.
And the defense gave up some yards today, but they came up with fourth down stops. They came up with red zone stops, blocked field goals, turnovers. What can you say about your defense today?
These guys, this offense we played today has gotten unbelievable amount of yards on everybody. I mean, that's what it is. I'm sorry, the yards are going to be there, and we knew that they're going to get their explosive plays, but how we limit those, more importantly, in the critical downs, the money downs, how we won third downs, how we won fourth downs, and then more importantly, hey, they got in the red zone and we battled, and that was a huge emphasis all week. That was a huge emphasis to study, to understand who they are, so when they get down there and our backs against the wall, it's 3 or nothing. And so, tip the hat to the coaches for getting the players ready for the players executing down there.
Thanks, Coach.
Mike and Rachel each got one.
Coach, you talked about a week of prep. You talked about everybody kind of grinding this week and how it all started with a week of prep. Did you feel like this coaching staff, how much do they have to grind this week with the creativity and everything that we saw? It seems like you guys were just grinding hard this week.
I mean, it starts number one with identifying the things that we do well and being able to put players in position. And then, the things we don't do well is and keep building on those. And so, the purpose that the players had, again, whether it's the travel squad or the scout team, and the looks they gave this week, I'll tell you, the guys lifted on Wednesday after Wednesday practice. You didn't even have to watch the lift. You can just go in there and listen to it and tell what they were getting out of it and how much better that was this week. And look how they played. they sustain for 4 quarters. And so these are all huge learning lessons about how our program, the direction we can go and where we can keep building if we apply ourselves each and every day.
Thanks, Andy.
I'd like to go back to the Matlock TD, if you don't mind. He said that he got some flack on the sideline for bobbling the catch a little bit, but, how much do his teammates respect him, for doing something on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up, but you know what? He caught it. So the first time we ran that was all the way back in fall camp. And, you guys been out of practice. He's in an orange jersey, right? And we don't put a jersey over him, and the defense is all in orange. So he gets lost in the coverage and he's wide open, and the quarterback doesn't see him and makes him lay out, and he drops it. But every time since, he's caught it. So, and he caught it today when it counted, and that's all that matters. Just his ability to have an impact in multiple ways today was huge. And he really is, him and Shane are the leaders up front there, and they did a tremendous job today.
Will, do you have one?
Andy, earlier you called it the best week of prep for you guys this week. What do you see in practice that makes you say that?
Well, I think just the consistency from the time the guys hit the building, when those 2 feet walk through the door. I mean, just you can hear it in the training room, in the locker room. Guys, they had something to prove this week. They had a chip, and we need to keep that. That's what Boise State is. That's who we are, week in and week out. It's about proving something, and it starts during the week and how we work. And we've got to understand that it's going to take a great deal of purpose, effort, and focus each week to be able to accomplish the goal at the end of the week. And again, to our young players, the scout teams, it was their best week. We had some protocols early on, and those guys got put behind some COVID protocols, and their development and where they're at right now is night and day from where it was when we ended camp. So we're extremely excited about some of those guys. You guys saw Ahmed play. You guys, he jumped in there and got some snaps today, backed up Scotty due to some injuries, and he did a great job for his first time jumping in there. That's the development we're talking about. We got to keep on with it, on both our fronts.
Thanks, Andy. Congrats.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Recording stopped.
All right, guys, let's keep it at 2 apiece, and we'll go Ron, BJ, Jay, Mike to start. Let me record.
Recording in progress.
What's up, man? Great game. So
thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Definitely the most creative game plan you guys have come to a game with this season. I mean, as you look at your performance, what can you say about your offense out there?
Yeah, I think that game, that was a grinder kind of game. It was a tough game, even 27-3. It was a lot tougher than 27-3. They did a great job, bring some different pressures. But as far as the game plan, I just think Coach Plow was just thinking of creative ways to run the ball and just kind of get it going. So credit to him.
And I know we ask about Khalil every week, but I mean, is there anything he can't do? He carried the ball today. He made that amazing catch on the sideline. I mean, does he just impress you every game?
I mean, does he impress you every game? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was telling someone earlier, I was like, geez, like, I'm not like, I don't want to take anything away from it, but it's just Khalil. Like when he makes a play like that, it's normal. So it's not normal, but I've seen it so many times now. It's normal.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Hank, being 1-2, I mean, a lot of guys were saying all week, hey, we're 6 points from being 3-0, but just to start conference playoff with a win, some tough games coming up. This is obviously a big game to win this one, get to 1-0 in league, get back to 500. How big was a win like this?
I think it was huge for us. I think it was huge for us offensively. The defense has been doing a great job, and they did a great job turning the ball over today. 2 or 3 or however many they had. Did a great job just giving us the ball in great field position. And it was just a huge win for us. I think that first win in conference. So I'm fired up for Coach Av, get another win and just keep it rolling.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, of the struggles in the third quarter and the second half, in your losses, but you guys had 8 third downs in the third quarter, were able to move the ball some, and, you win the second half scoring 17-3. How big was finishing an emphasis in this one?
I mean, it's been big, I think, it's something we're obviously self-critical of. We take self-accountability on, and Coach Av has done a great job, Coach Blau, Coach D, of just reminded us of how big it is and how big we have to execute and finish, because I think as far as an offense, we've been playing out of our mind in the first half, and then we just have to come out and we have to finish and we have to execute, start fast first and out of that third quarter.
Thanks, Hank.
Thank you.
What's up, Hank?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Hank, are you going to have to go get a new set of cleats after this? You might have burned all the rubber off the bottom, keeping them on those option plays. How important is that going to be to helping the rest of the run game?
Yeah, we were just up late last night watching some clips of Usain Bolt, so I don't know if I think it just within this game plan, they crashed hard. So as far as the game plan, zone read, just something to do to keep them honest. And I don't know how many yards we had doing it or whatever, but I felt like it just kind of helped us out, helped us move the sticks a little bit. So if we can just keep doing it, I think it'd be great.
From the first time you ran the play in practice until you saw Big 99 standing with the football in the end zone today, how cool is it when Scott Matlock contributes on offense? And Andy was saying there was one point in time where he dropped that pass, but he's been pretty solid ever since that practice.
Yeah, I mean, fat guy touchdown. I'm fired up for Scotty. He does everything right. He's always in on that package and goal line. He's in there annihilating guys on that specific play. And Coach Paul made a great call, doing the play action off of it, and we run it every single day. So Scotty's gotten better at catching it, and I hope he would have caught it because he was wide open. I would have give him something for the rest of his life. But he made a great play, and he deserves it for sure.
Congrats, Hank.
Thank you.
Will and Rachel.
Sorry, multitasking. Hey, Hank, Coach Avalos talked about this week being your guys' best week of prep leading up to today's game. What did you see in practice that gave you guys confidence today?
I think it's just our ability to execute. Sometimes practice can run over as far as the time, maybe making a mistake on a play and having to reload it, something along those lines. We actually finished a couple of practices early this week, so I've never really seen that as far as finishing practice early. Just our ability to get through the script and get through our periods really well. It's because we're efficient and we are executing. So I think it was a big thing for us, and hopefully we can continue doing that coming forward.
Thanks, Hank.
Thank you.
Hey, we got to see a true freshman in at quarterback briefly. What did you think of Green's performance and how is he coming along, and could we see him more? That was a lot of questions in one, but.
Yeah. Tay's my guy. Talen's my guy. I love that kid. He's such a great kid. And for him to get out there and experience that, he took a little pound. I think he had like 6 guys tackle him. So he got a little taste. And I'm just really happy for him, and he's going to be a great player moving forward. He's a freak, and I'm sure we'll see him in some packages moving forward. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Hank.
All right. Thank you. Yep.
Recording stopped.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Hank. Is that it?
Yes, sorry, we are running 2 and 1. All right, so I'd stopped it online, but I'm just the co-host, so I'll stop it on here too.
What do you think of your run defense today? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thanks, my turn? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.